joke on a trading desk when we come in the morning, if the futures are down, like today they were down a bit this morning, we joke about what time they're going to go positive during the day, and usually it's after the Europeans, go to the pub or something, around 11 o'clock. By 2 o'clock they're positive, and I just mentioned this because it's it's very unusual and something that I've never seen in 30 years or so of doing this, that sort of nothing rattles this market. And I think some of it is this, the vol.
Now let's explain this. So volatility is now, it's like a thing, right? It used to be stocks and bonds.
It used to be observed based upon how options are priced.
Right.
Now it's actually a source of income.
Right. It's like an asset class.
It's a bond.
Yeah, right. But it's movement. It's kind of capitalized movement, right?
Right. So I'm going to tell you a little story, which is interesting, which is suggestive of the idea that we're pretty late in this TikTok game.
I'm ready.
Well, a friend of a friend asked to come see me, who is a high net worth broker at one of the investment banks. And he said, look, I know I can't help you in the stock market because you're doing your own thing and you're fun, and I get that, but maybe we can help you with fixed income. I said, sure, come on by, let's talk. He comes in, and I asked the question, so what are people doing for income? And he said, we have this great product that sells vol. So a few weeks later, another investment bank invites me to come and speak to some pension investors. And they were taking them to Washington to sort of hear what was going on down there, and then they brought them up into New York, and I was sort of at the end of the day, talked to a hedge fund practitioner kind of thing. And I sat there and I told them the story about how this guy was trying to sell me vol, expecting some kind of a reaction from them.
So?
And it was kind of, they're just kind of very stone-faced, and it was, towards the end of the day, so maybe they're just tired. But as I'm walking out of the room, the host says to me, well, this was great. I know they enjoy this, but I want you to know that everyone in this room is selling vol. And I said, really?
This is a group of
pension funds, large European pension funds. And he said, yeah, but they have this strategy where when you get a sell-off, they sell more into the so if the VIX spikes from 10 to 15, you sell more, and then you continue to have this tremendous monthly pattern of income. So, as I was walking out of there, I thought, my goodness, the central banks have succeeded in pushing people out on the risk curve. They're taking people that are managing the pensions of state pensioners, and they have them in negative earning sovereign instruments. Right. And now they have them, they're so desperate for some yield, they're systemically selling volatility, which is remarkable.